What a special edition of Close Up. Big Boom AJ.
Oh!
I feel like this has been a long time coming. We've got to do press conferences together. We've got to do, of course, interviews during Dynamite, whatever you may be. But here we go, exclusive.
We even have that one interview with 11 million views, right? Wasn't it like the third most watched wrestling video of the whole year?
That was insane.
That was crazy, right?
It was nuts. Which is really funny because when we did that, I had not really met you guys much before that.
Yeah, we were all just getting to know each other. We had just gone to AEW,
And my big takeaway from that was I was like, wow, these guys are, well, not just with the numbers, but how you guys conduct yourselves.
Oh, thank you.
As
Thank you so much.
just true professionals. Like you were there, you were on time, you knew what you wanted to say, you were ready to deliver. Where does that kind of come from and how were you able to sort of instill that in the rest of your family?
So it comes from my belief that you always want to make the job of the person you're working with or the next person that's taking the job after you easier.
Yes.
So when you do that, I think everything works so well together.
Yeah.
So knowing that we're there on time, knowing that we're bringing it, knowing that we want to do the interview in one take.
Yeah.
We're all working together and it's going to make everybody's job a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, so I've seen a lot of your work. I'm familiar with what you do. I'm familiar with what you do here in AEW. But in this interview, I want Andrew Befumo.
Oh.
Is it hard
That's what we're doing
to
today.
do that?
Of course,
Can I crack that code? Is it hard for you to get back, especially when the cameras are rolling and the lights are up? Is it hard for you to just sort of like drop?
I got to tell you the truth, Renee, not really, because AJ Befumo and Big Boom AJ are very much the same person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when I came up in professional wrestling, I was told that the best character is when you play yourself, but you just play yourself a little over the top.
Sure.
So Big Boom AJ is really just AJ a little over
Turned
the top.
up a little bit. Well, we're going to turn you down a little bit.
Now we're turning it down.
Get into it.
Here we go.
Okay, so obviously you were in professional wrestling before. Now here you are in AEW.
Yeah.
Why do you love wrestling? What is it about this platform and this world that, given all the success you've had, it still brought you back in?
So growing up in the Northeast, right? I got into wrestling when I was in third grade. It was third grade. I mean, wrestling was just so huge. It was larger than life. It was on MTV. It was on cartoons, everything.
Yeah.
So I would say from when I was in about third grade up through about high school, I was at a pro wrestling match every month. I mean, I grew up right in the Northeast, so we had Madison Square Garden right there. We had the Meadowlands right there. We had the Philadelphia Spectrum right there.
Yeah.
So I would say for that period of my life, I was at a wrestling event at least once a month. And I mean, it was just larger than life.
Yeah.
It was just awesome. It was the characters and the heroes and the excitement. And it had me hooked. And I knew I always wanted to be a pro wrestler.
And so because you wanted to do that and you've always loved it, there was a moment in time that you did have to walk away from it. And, you started working a regular job, getting into doing more internet stuff, what have you. But what was that like for you to kind of come to the realization at that point that you had to hang up the boots and do another job?
The good news about it, Renee, was I very much did it on my terms.
Yeah.
So I was about 30 years old when that happened. So I had a good 10-year run in pro wrestling.
When life really comes at you fast.
Yeah, and it very much was on my terms. We had just gotten married. I had opened up a successful business.
Yeah.
We were starting to plan to have kids. And I was good at that point. I was like, you know what? I absolutely loved wrestling. I accomplished so much. I made some great friends, made some great people. I was like, you know what? Now it's time for me to have a little bit more relaxing weekends.
They can be busy.
Oh, because
busy.
I mean, the independent circuit. I mean, you're driving 5-6 hours every weekend.
Yeah.
And, you're just out there. But, it's a great time, and I wouldn't change it for anything. So, it was at that point in my life where, I did on my own terms say, okay, I've done all I want to do at this point. Now I'm on to this. But, I mean, for whatever it was, 15, 20 years later to come back to all this, I mean, who would have ever thought? But, I mean, it's unbelievable.
What was that conversation? Like, how did that come around to, come back in?
Okay. I can tell you exactly that conversation.
Okay,
I will
great.
never forget that conversation. So I get a call from Sanjay. Now, Sanjay and I had crossed paths on the independent circuit.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, AJ, so good to hear. I'm like, Sanjay, my man, so great to hear from you again. Now, I hadn't been watching wrestling very closely for about 15, 20 years at that point. Okay, so I really had to be brought up to speed.
Did you do that on purpose, though? Because you kind of had to take a little step back because it was not so central in your life?
Yeah, you know what? I did.
Yeah.
I did because anytime I did, I kind of got the itch.
Yeah.
Anytime I did, I kind of got the itch, and I kind of had to say to myself, okay, I moved on. It's time. So I get the call from Sanjay. And Sanjay says, AJ, big justice, congratulations on all the success. It's so awesome what you're doing on the internet. Hey, by the way, we got this show coming up in Chicago next month. And we would love for you to come out there, rile up the audience, do what you do, come backstage, AJ and Big Justice, chicken bakes, double chunk chocolate cookies, all that. And by the way, I should have picked up on this. Silly me. He goes, oh, and bring your gear and take some pictures. So at this
you
point,
gotta bring your boots,
So
Don't leave house without your gear.
At this point, Renee, I'm saying, what gear? I haven't been in the ring since 2005.
That's a big gap to go. How's the elastic hold up over the years?
So
I don't know.
right away, I got new gear made. I was like,
Yeah.
well, who makes the gear? And so I meet up with the awesome gear people here at AEW. So I got some gear, got some boots. I came and took some pictures, and here we are.
To see how much wrestling had changed in those 15, 20 years, to be here at AEW, and to think of running the independent scene, driving these 5-6 hours in between shows, showing up in Chicago. And having an arena full of people reacting to you. Like, did you feel like that was such a bucket list thing to be able to check off?
No doubt about it. I mean, to be there, and you were right there with me, right?
Yeah.
You were right there with me. RJ was right there, and we started riling up the crowd before the event, and I was hooked. I was like, I need more of this.
Yeah.
I need more of this. But to go back to what you were saying, can you imagine walking away from pro wrestling in 2005, not really watching a lot of wrestling in those years, and then coming back to Chicago and seeing Will Ospreay?
Yes. Yeah, like that will rock your world. That'll shake you to your core.
I mean, I was looking at Will Ospreay. I was like, what is this guy doing right now? This is the craziest wrestling I've ever seen.
Most of us think that way. Yeah, the guy's nuts.
Swerve was there that night, and the Bucks, and everyone there was just nuts what everyone was doing. I was like, yeah, this has really evolved.
So to see how things progressed with you in AEW, why did this make so much sense for you guys to be able to actually sign a contract here? And not just you. Like, that's crazy.
It's so crazy. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I love it so much here at AEW. We were talking just before the interview that, listen, right now we just happen to be in Boston, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking around, I'm like, Renee is here. Everyone else is here right now. And I just feel like I'm at home. It doesn't matter if we're in Boston. Last time we were down in Miami, wherever it is, it just all feels like home. And to be here at AEW, and the AEW fans, the greatest fans ever. They're lined up outside already.
Yeah.
It's 12 in the afternoon. The show's not till 7 tonight. They're lined up outside. And just to come down that ramp, make people happy, feel the energy, see the smiles on everyone's faces.
Yeah.
Get in the ring. There's nothing better than professional wrestling.
It is cool, the family environment we were talking about before, of seeing all the familiar faces, and we're all hanging out. A lot of times I'll get back home and I'm like, what city was I just in?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, because
you
you kind of bop around from city to city, but we're all hanging out doing the same thing.
No doubt.
Okay, so what do you want to do moving forward? I know we've got full gear around the corner, but what does your future look like here in AEW? What do you want to do?
I think I have a few years left.
Yeah.
I do think I have a few years left, so I will be 50 years old in January.
Hell yeah.
I don't feel it.
Yeah.
I don't feel 50 years old. Thank you so much.
You look great.
Thank you. And I'm in the gym a lot, and I stay in shape. There are some guys on the roster I would absolutely love to share the ring with.
Yeah.
We got the formation of the new tag team, Boom and Doom. So I think QT and I have a lot of gas in the tank. And there's some great tag teams out there I think we'd make some great matches with. So
yes.
I don't want to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else I want to be. I want to be here at AEW. Tony is awesome.
The best.
Tony Khan is just
the
greatest. And, I've had the chance to go to the Super Bowl with Tony, sit side by side at the scrums with you and Tony. Not a greater guy in the world. I absolutely love being here with Tony Khan.
Did you ever imagine that this is what your life would turn out to be? From starting all these sort of reinventing yourself over the internet, gaining the success, coming into pro wrestling, going to the Super Bowl, doing all these crazy things with your family. Do you ever have a little sort of self-evaluation of where you're at and what you've been able to accomplish?
You did it, Renee. You did it.
Oh, he's rolling up.
Wow.
I see it. Zoom in. We got it.
We're not friends anymore. My heart never stopped believing. My heart absolutely never stopped believing. And I always loved pro wrestling. It's always a part of me, always will be a part of me. And I always, deep in my heart, knew I would be in a ring again one day.
That's so great. It's so cool. We're so lucky to have you here and to have that passion.
Are we about to cut?
No, we're not. We're rolling. But to have that passion and to see the platform that you've been able to build for yourself, and now to parlay it into what you have here, it's incredible. And to kind of bring these worlds together from the TikToks, from Instagram, all these different things, into the world of pro wrestling. How do you see the future of that looking to evolve?
Oh, I think there's nothing better than social media and pro wrestling. I think it was great timing for social media to come with pro wrestling and bring it all together so that everybody out there could see who we really are. I mean, the video I was able to put out this week, going after the Callis family, they shoved my son to the ground.
Yeah.
They insulted Mama Justice. They attacked QT. Yeah. It's time for Big Boom AJ to bring the boom. And to have that opportunity, get that message out there, to connect with the fans. I mean, there's no greater connection in any professional sports between pro wrestling and pro wrestling fans. And now to have social media to really bring that connection even further, it's the greatest thing.
What about for Big Justice in the world of pro wrestling? I
am going to say right now, first things first, as far as Big Justice goes. Now, Big Justice absolutely loves, he's a great athlete. We just won our Little League championship, so Big Justice absolutely loves baseball. Big Justice has the itch. Big Justice absolutely loves this. And what I will say is, as far as Big Justice goes and as far as Ashley goes, our daughter, I want them to choose whatever makes them happy.
Yeah.
And I will support them as much or as little as they want in their journey to what makes them happy. Now, if Big Justice is to choose professional wrestling, I think Big Justice could be one of the absolute greatest professional wrestlers in the world.
I mean, the reaction that he got when we were in Texas and he got shoved down, like that place was not happy. Talk about a big baby face moment.
I mean, you know, how it started and how it ended was a lot different because Big Justice don't take no you-know-what from anyone.
Right.
And, you know, just as I was in the ring, ready to finish business, Big Justice stepped in. Big Boom AJ, step back, I got this. And we all saw what happened at that moment.
What is a bigger high, when a social media post blows up and goes viral, or having a great moment inside a ring?
Wow, that's a super tough one. Wow, you know what, Renee, maybe the toughest question I've ever had, and I've never had that question before. Wow. It's, you know what, it's so different. It's so different. I mean, to be there in front of that live audience and just feel that energy. So as you're watching a post go viral, right? You're like, you keep refreshing. Whoa, another 10,000, another 100,000. So I mean, that's an incredible feeling. And then now you're also hitting this huge move in the middle of an arena, and you hear that roar. So I mean, they're equally as exciting. I mean, two completely different feelings, two completely different moments. But I mean, the great news is we get to experience both.
You get to do both. I feel like it's got to be kind of the equivalent of like working really hard and putting out a movie that is successful versus doing a theater production and you're getting that instant gratification.
Yeah, it's a very good comparison. It's a very, very good. Now the flip side of that, Renee, is that, you know, when you do put out a video that doesn't work as well as the others, you got to jump back on it, and you got to.
As good as your last post, right?
Yes. Now, you know, listen, you can't be a creator that says, "Oh no, that one flopped. What am I going to do?" You got to be a creator that says, "All right, that one flopped. I'm going to make a better one."
Yeah. Do you have like rules for yourself or for your family in terms of being on your phones and being creators? You do have to be so connected. Do you have like hours that you clock in or out? How does that work?
That's the Mama Justice department. when Mama Justice says phones away, the phones go away.
Yeah, it's hard.
And we're grateful. So, you know, at first, we're putting the phones away. We're like, oh, no, we got something to do here. But then, you know, a few minutes into it, it's like, yeah, Mama Justice was right. This is kind of nice.
It is nice to look up.
Yeah, to get recentered, to detox a little bit, to spend some time together. Those are our really valuable family moments. Those are great family moments when we do that.
What are you expecting to go down at Full Gear? We're in New Jersey. This is huge. This is your second time coming back out at Full Gear, right?
I mean, look, we're coming back to Full Gear. Big Justice is in my corner. The Rizzler's coming. The Rizzler's going to be in our corner.
He is.
Now, to be standing side by side with the man that I stood face to face with last year, I'm still getting used to that. But I got no choice than to trust him. I got no choice than to trust him. Look, we have a common enemy. All right, so that right there helps me believe a little bit better. We have a common enemy. So we might not be the best friends, but we have that common enemy and we need each other that night. I love everything that we're going to bring to the ring, all right? I think Don Callis has pulled on Superman's cape. And I don't think it's going to end up well for Rocky and Trent.
I hope not.
I do not think it's going to end up well for Rocky and Trent. I think that between QT's experience, QT knowing his way around the ring, QT will be our ring general, my excitement, my power,
and
the crowd behind
dad.
us. A pissed off dad.
Yes.
A pissed off dad.
That's right.
Rocky, Trent, Don, you absolutely never want to motivate your opponent, and that's exactly what you did. That is exactly what you did. You motivated your opponent. The first mistake. And now I'm coming to Full Gear. And you're going to know exactly what it's like when Big Boom AJ brings the boom.
Thank you so much. Let them have it. I cannot wait to see you destroy those fools at Full Gear as they deserve. Your passion for this business is completely infectious. So I love it.
Thank you.
Love having you around here. Do some
Thank you
damage
so
at
much.
Full Gear.
Now, before we go, 5 big booms?
Sure.
5 big booms! Boom, 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 boom!
I've never boomed before.